Hey folks, Flame here, welcome back to the tour. Today we're going to be heading past White Moon Manor and taking a look at the farm. Flamedancer Farm, Pyrodancer Farm. I love those signs. This is Bozu. Bozu. He's a little spirit that hangs out. If you feed him sunflowers, he stops it raining, which is quite nice. So, where should we start? About here. This is a little pond, and then there's the water wheel up there. Which we'll check out from the other side in a bit. And the windmill. It's like an improved windmill from Immersive Engineering. It's a really cool mod. If you haven't ever tried that, I can recommend it. As with like a lot of mods, particularly technical ones, you know, it takes some getting used to, but it looks cool. I like the wires. They're a bit of a mess, but I like that too. So yeah, a few bits of wheat. This is our sheep pen. I had trouble with the sheep and the cows and everything escaping. So if you see those weird, like these purple marks, I've actually got warded stone, which is the same as these ones here. From Thorncraft, and they stop. They basically have like an invisible too-high wall above them that only players can go through, so they keep mobs and cows here. So even though this is open, no monsters should be able to get past here, assuming they haven't got powerful jumps or are Endermen and then can teleport. But yeah, there's our cows, and then sheep over here. We've got these. Basically, it's pretty simple setup. It's just like mine factory harvester rancher hooked up to a chest, and this is supposed to be all like automated, and there was like stuff and robots, but it didn't really matter. What we really need to do is kind of bring a computer terminal over here, but we haven't quite got around to that yet, and it's not super important. So this is the barn, where we keep all of the old produce from the farm, as well as like seeds and stuff like that. And I think there's a robot in here. Is he still here? Yeah, he is. Man. We run out of coal, or he's sleepy, or goodness knows what. This just makes salt. So it's aqueous accumulator. Aqueous accumulator, takes in water, puts it into a bottler that goes into this, and then the robot crafts buckets of water with a pan to make salt, and the buckets go back into the bottler to be filled up again. And then, in case you hadn't figured, Soundscope set that up. But it works pretty good. Little robot flies around and deposits salt. We ended up quite a lot. Salt's Pam's Harvest Craft, and there's like most of the Pam's Harvest Craft recipes use it, so it's good to have. So yeah, and this is into the ranch, and again here we've just got a milker with a fluid transposer, just to collect up milk. But we ended up with like too much, so I think that's turned off now. And then chickens. This is even simpler, because it's just in the hen house. There's a little there's a hopper that connects up to these. Well, I opened up the doors and let them out because we had an excessive amount of eggs. Yeah, scarecrow. This skin on this statue's changed as well. Originally, when I put this down, it was like the most stoned guy you'd ever seen in your life. He was like tie-dye t-shirt and like bright pink eyes, so he hung out in the industrial hemp field, but they obviously changed their skin, so I have to sort that at some point. Then we've got the pigs just hanging out here, being pigs. I had a boar at some point. I had like a boar and a questing ram, and they sort of vanished somehow. I found the questing ram somewhere stupid, like up a building or something. So I don't know what that's all about. Then we've got the farmhouse. It's kind of a nice simple rustic design. After you've had a long day farming, you can relax in your rocking chair by your nice log fire. Might be a little bit brown in here, but you know. Good grief. It's raining. I'll show you Teru Bozu. So, take sunflower. What's his face at? Here. So, sunflower. Hey! And it stopped raining. Useful thing to have. He's a handy guy, even though he doesn't have any hands. So anyway, yeah, little farmhouse, little kitchen, little pantry, and then upstairs, and there's a very sparsely decorated bedroom. You know, the simple farmer folk, they probably like store produce up here in the harvest months and stuff. They don't need all clutter. Yeah, that came out right. I guess it should probably... So, most of this was flat, but then there was like a big dirt, like a hill, but with an overhang, and it looked kind of weird, and I left it for a very long time, and sort of dug into it and ignored it. Then I decided I should probably do something with it. Oh, it comes in over here, didn't it? So yeah, past the little windmill. So I built this, which, you know, is a thing. There's Zelda, and there's the Triforce, and there's a chess table. But yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I built that as like a cover up for the dirt wall words face talking. This is a quarry from Immersive Engineering excavator, my apologies, that I could never quite get to work properly. It sort of half worked and then didn't work and then stopped working altogether, and then I kind of left it. I think that's the last thing I was working on. But yeah, it's awkward. You have to like use this thing to take samples to find out if it's appropriate to excavate, and it's a big multi-block thing, and that was some stuff. And we can chip in here. So this is the nature sanctuary. It's got quite a beefy wall to keep all the aminals safe. So I think most of the animals and stuff's Twilight Forest again, which is, you know, in terms of like plants and animals, Twilight Forest pretty solid. And then obviously the Botania plants, all these like squirrel dudes and the bunny dudes, those are all Twilight Forest, and the rainbow oaks, which I really like. You have to like make sure they're in the right spot so they're like the nice colours. Yeah, a little sanctuary for the little animals. No outside for you. You must stay in this prison for your own safety. From me, because you were running around on my stuff and it got annoying. It's a special kind of door. Okay. So then this is the side of the farmhouse. We just got a little outhouse for your convenience. Not bad as far as outhouses go. Then past the old farmhouse. This is the extension to the farm. So yeah, this is the setup to transfer immersive engineering power into thermal expansion, which I think is like just redstone flux, which is compatible with the planters and harvesters. These are all pretty kind of simple setups. So there's just a planter under there hooked up to a harvester here that's constantly working the fields. I think it's stopped at the moment because everything's very full. And then these are the second set of barrels, and then there's sets in the warehouse that are very full, so it's fine for that to be idle. That's the power shed, that's the thing. This is the butcher's pen, except that they've got carried away and killed everything. Jimmy the Butcher Malone is supposed to just kill the third adult, and then this little chap picks up the meat and puts it in the box. But somebody got carried away again. Every time. I should, like, you know, there's other ways to do it, but golems. Love golems. Then this is my, like, tinkering shed. Like, not tinkers, but like where I tinker. So at the moment it's got mostly immersive engineering stuff in it. I was practicing, I was like trying to get the force tracks to work, which I did, and it was good, but I need to think of a good use for it. Then a little further down we've got this building, the Red Thunder Hut. So in case it's not immediately obvious, Sandscope's had input, like set up the machinery and all the stuff in this. So these are endo flames. The timer makes, although it looks like, is there stuff missing? The timer drops charcoal onto them, which gets turned into mana, which gets picked up by the mana spreaders and added to this mana pool. And in the meantime, the computer's maintaining the cycling of redstone, so it gets dropped on here. This is a conjuration catalyst. So when the redstone hits this pool, it duplicates it. The golem then puts it all into this chest and back into the system. So as long as these are being filled with charcoal, which they're not at the moment, which is why the system's not working, then it's just continuously generating redstone, which we had a shortage of. Yeah, pretty ingenious farming. That's next level farming. You know, forget your like rotary cultivators. Got golem powered redstone powder generation using elven mana stuff, which is nice. Then oh yeah, login hut moved. This is my Britannia greenhouse. So you know, classic Britannia. I built this here because these flowers were in the area, day blooms. So these are basically like normal day blooms, except that they don't decay. And then I found some like magic seeds, growth something or others, in the runic dungeon, so I could get some day blooms that don't die, which is nice. And there's my portal to Elfheim. So yeah, that's my Britannia greenhouse. Okay, then what have we got here? Oh yeah, this is the lettuce tomato shed, which is for, I want to make the like delighted meals in like mass production. So there's like a couple of gatherer golems and a smart harvester golem. The idea is like half this field was tomatoes and half this field was lettuces, and it's supposed to be the harvester golem picks up the plant and replants it, and then the other two grab it and put it in the right box. But this guy seems to friggin' love lettuce. Like, I reset it so it was like tomatoes over here, and he's like, nah, just lettuce, mate. So I want like half and half. He's like, nah, you don't want that many tomatoes. But the barrels are full, and they just sat there now anyway. So that's fine. As long as it worked for long enough, then it's fine. These are all potatoes, which is mad. Man, it's full of potatoes. So again, just harvest a planter, wires underground. Pretty good, pretty functional. Not going to go hungry anytime soon. Then this is the upgraded logging hut. We had like a little one. Then we beefed up the system. I think this is probably out of power. Although I don't know why it's out of power. It should be powering itself. I haven't been on for a little while, and the server shut down for a little bit. So, systems are finicky. And you can't really see jack because it's just a big mess. Yeah, it's tree farm. Tree farm's good. If you're going to farm something, it's good to farm trees. So yeah, that was the farm. Next time we'll probably check out the arena and maybe Giantsville. But until then, I'll catch you later.